Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be creating this super tall cake decorated with chocolate balls and fondant butterflies. I'm starting out with the chocolate balls, so these are half a sphere silicone molds, and I'm just filling in with about 1.5 teaspoons worth of chocolate, using a spoon to help press it up the sides, allowing it to dry, and then creating a second coat. Pop them in the fridge to set, and then take some paper, fold it into an accordion. I made 5 folds, but you could do 6 if you wanted even more butterflies. And just pop that aside while we cut our butterflies out of fondant. I like to use cornstarch to make sure that it doesn't stick to my countertop. Roll it about 1 to 2 millimeters in thickness, so nice and thin. And then just using a plunger cutter to cut out my butterflies. Give them a bit of a fold right in the middle, and then place them central to the fold in the paper and allow them to dry overnight. For the cake, I've used a white chocolate and raspberry mud, sticking it to a 10-inch cake board with buttercream, and then creating a buttercream rim around all of the cake layers as I go. This will just make sure that the frosting doesn't seep out to the sides of the cake under the pressure, under the weight of the cake, because it is very, very tall. The middle is white chocolate ganache with raspberries. I did mix through a little bit of buttercream just to make sure it was a little bit more stable. After the first 3 layers, I've added 4 bubble tea straws just to keep it nice and central, and to also support the weight of the top section. Halfway through, you want to add a cake board. I've made sure to cut a hole through the middle of my cake board so that I can insert a center dowel, which will hold the cake together. Continue with your next 3 layers of cake. So these are 6 inches. I baked 3 of them, cut them all in half, and stacked them all together. In goes the long center dowel, cut flush with the top of the cake. And then proceed as you normally would. This is a crumb coat made from buttercream, just to trap in all the crumbs. If you want to make this even easier, I recommend popping your cake in the fridge to set. That way the buttercream hardens and it won't move around as much. Smooth it out, fill in any pockets as you go. And then clear up the top and refrigerate for about half an hour if you can. From here, you are ready to assemble your little chocolate balls. I have them in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. I've also made some in pink as well. And to stick the 2 half spheres together, I've just taken a fry pan, left it on the gas on medium heat for about 2 minutes. That way it just warms up. And you want to press and rotate the little chocolate balls on the surface until they melt just a little bit, and then hold them together. You can use your finger to wipe away the excess. And then set them aside and continue with your cake. The final layer of frosting was tinted pink with just a little bit of gel food color. I like to start at the top, making sure it's nice and flat, and then proceed to the outside of the cake. Use a super tall frosting scraper to smooth out the outside. I do sell this on my website, rosiesdessertspot.com. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description box below. Drag the top lip to the middle, and while the buttercream is still nice and wet, I've taken some edible drinkies and I'm literally just tossing them onto the cake with force. If you want to, you can just press them onto the cake with your fingers, but I find that sometimes I end up touching the cake, and it's a little bit more random this way. Your fondant butterflies should be dry by now. You can stick them on as well. And your chocolate. The chocolate balls can be added to the cake with buttercream or melted chocolate if you like. For some reason, I tend to find that whenever I have melted chocolate sticking chocolate balls together, they tend to break. Sometimes they separate, whereas buttercream is just sticky, and when it hardens, it becomes super stable as well. So either option will work, but for some reason I find buttercream is just better. Add some flowers into your chocolates if you like. They use a baby's breath in pink and white. And that's it. Your cake is complete. If you recreate this, I would love to see it. Hashtag Rosie's Desserts Boss, I can check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more cake decorating tutorials, and we'll catch you in the next one.